Good evening, I'm Leah Lando out here in North Tonawanda live tonight right in front of where there was a deadly train car collision on Friday. 3 people were killed, including a 6-year-old boy. I have spent much of today talking with a family member and the attorney representing the family that was killed in that crash. I'll have more on what they have to say. They are absolutely heartbroken, as you can imagine. But tonight, we do know the names of the victims. They were released this afternoon. 69-year-old David McMinn, 66-year-old Olive Geldart, and their grandchild, 6-year-old Ramari Geldart. They were sitting in the Dodge pickup truck, we're told, that was hit by an Amtrak train right here on Friday night. This happening on the tracks where I'm standing in front of, where River Road meets Felton Street in North Tonawanda. It is right along the Niagara River, across from Gretwick Park's boating marina. Now, right now, we know the National Transportation Safety Board is not part of this investigation. It does remain an active investigation at the local level. And my colleague, Eileen Buckley, she'll be joining us in the 6 o'clock hour, but she has spent today investigating what the latest is as they look into some unanswered questions about how this actually happened. How did the truck end up apparently stuck on these train tracks and then hit by a train just like this? And here's what she found out today.
It's horrific. Okay, let me put it that way.
Friday night's tragic accident involving an Amtrak train happened here at this railroad crossing at River Road and Felton in North Tonawanda. 3 people were killed. They have now been identified as 69-year-old David McMinn of North Tonawanda, 66-year-old Olive Geldart of North Tonawanda, and 6-year-old Ramari Geldart of Buffalo. There was a police traffic stop at the time and a vehicle being towed. That's when the pickup truck involved in the crash drove around the stoppage and onto the tracks.
Our officer was paired up with a Lewiston PD car. They made a traffic stop on the other side of the gates, and that stop resulted in the vehicle being towed.
City of North Tonawanda Police Chief Keith Glass telling reporters Sunday about the traffic stop. I asked him Monday why police weren't directing motorists around the stop. He responded in a text message saying it was simply a traffic stop on Felton. We don't close roads for cars stopped generally.
What happened apparently is the guy made a turn on the right turn on the Felton, saw the congestion of the police on this side, tow truck on this side, and stopped.
Several freight and Amtrak trains roll through this crossing each day. Now, I wanted to find out how long it takes for the train to reach this intersection, so I timed it all out. When I heard the train horn and the iron came down, it was about 34 seconds as the train arrived through this crossing. Thomas Matuzak knows this corner very well. It's where he runs a merchandise business each day.
I've never seen a situation that seemed dangerous. And I'm looking at that intersection all day. I've never seen where there was anything that was in a panic mode.
An eyewitness to the deadly crash, Chrissy Gallo-Reed, told the Buffalo News she was shaking as she watched the train approach and worked to block traffic from River Road once the pickup truck was on the tracks to prevent other vehicles from getting in the way of the truck trying to get out of the train's path. She also told the News she saw a window open on the pickup and yelled to them to move out of the way. The driver backed up but didn't break through the train arms, something the police chief says you should do.
They're made to break away if you drive through them.
And back here live in North Tonawanda, we've seen 2 trains pass by here so far. Over here is the intersection where this crash happened. And as with any tragedy like this, everyone works to investigate to figure out what went wrong. Could this have been prevented? We are no different in the media. That's what we have been doing all day. And I have been speaking with a family member of the victims of this crash. Once again, police confirming for us 3 people were killed. That family member telling me they are just devastated. They are shocked. And she also tells me that the 2 people were the grandparents of the 6-year-old boy. They had just apparently picked him up from his mother's house. The victims, 69-year-old David McMinn, 66-year-old Olive Geldart, and 6-year-old Ramari Geldart inside the truck all died at the scene. And that family member telling me the couple was together for decades, and that young boy, that 6-year-old boy, loved to spend time with them. The Buffalo Public School District confirming confirming the 6-year-old killed in that crash was a student at school number 90. I'll have more on what the district is saying in just a bit. But first, I spoke with the lawyer representing the family of the victims, John Froman. He tells me the family is asking the media to respect their privacy. They've been contacted numerous times, as you can imagine, and they want privacy as they go through the grieving process and the investigation continues. Here's more of what he said to me.
With respect to responsibility for the incident, while we will await the outcome of the investigation by the authorities, including the City of North Tonawanda Police Department and the National Transportation Safety Board, it should be known that there are several eyewitnesses to the incident who will be instrumental in establishing fault for the crash, notwithstanding the outcome of those investigations.
And the family sending me pictures of the victims today as well. 6-year-old Ramari Geldhard, a student at School 90, the district releasing a statement saying in part, Superintendent Williams and the entire district extend their deepest and most sincere condolences and prayers to the families and friends of the 6-year-old who was tragically lost his young life due to a train accident over the weekend. They say there are crisis prevention and response teams on site at the school to help students and the staff as they go through this grieving process, saying the crisis prevention specialists are trained to work with young children since there are so many young children in that school, no doubt mourning this loss. Froman, the attorney representing the family, he says because this is a pending matter, they will not be commenting anymore as this all plays out, as they work to determine exactly what happened. Could it have been prevented? And of course,